Good morning, everybody. So, behind me you will see a lot of weeds and a lot of grass, but most importantly you will see potatoes. So we actually put some potatoes that we had left over from last year, some little tiny potatoes, out as an early potato crop. We actually planted these the Friday before, actually on Good Friday. So they've been in the ground around 60 days or so, and we've already pulled a couple, a few last week, but we're going to go through and do this today. And I actually have already picked some of them by hand with a fork and decided that that was a little too much with all the rest we got going on. So you'll see in the background Steven's coming with the tractor and potato plow, and he's gonna plow my potatoes up and make it so much easier. So we love potatoes. New potatoes you can get before the plants start to die off. They have got softer skin, a little bit softer potato. They are not good for storage at all. Great for fresh eating, great for potato salads, all kinds of stuff like that. You can still use them as french fries. Just they don't store very well. You want to eat them, within a couple weeks. But they taste great. The ones we have, and I'll flip you around here, nope, Charlie is not a new potato. So we have got, and I already done a few of these, and there's Steven back there. There's my fork, and there's my taters. And so Steven is telling me to get stuff out of the way. But I've got red potatoes and purple potatoes. So the purple ones are all the way through purple. The red is probably like dark red Norland. Purple's probably like the Purple Majesty. But yeah, so here we go, getting ready to plow up more of them with Steve, and we'll come back to you in a little bit. So as you can see, the plow does a great job. We did not have hardly any planted like this direction, so you'll see there's like few to no potatoes, but there's actually a bit more than I thought. So that being said, also these could be some of our leftover potatoes from last year that grew again, but I think it started somewhere around right here. So bunch of purple and some reds. There's one that got kicked out. But yeah, plowing works so much better than by hand. So much better. Oh, you lose some every now and then though. We'll have to eat that one. So yeah, taters. Okay, so we are done plowing. Well, Steven's still plowing because he's trying to get this field ready for, I think we're planting squash next. He's told me this like 5 times, but it's okay. It's what he's here for. But we have got our potatoes done. Now we started with maybe half a gallon of our potatoes, little tiny potatoes we had left from last year. We just kind of let them sit around, didn't do much with them. So didn't start with much to begin with, and we knew these were going to be early potatoes, so we didn't put a whole lot of focus into them, but we got a bushel of potatoes out of it. So I think we're pretty happy. We did not heel them over because we knew they were going to be new potatoes. Didn't do a whole lot with them other than just let them grow, and 60 days came out with quite a bit more than half a gallon, so that's pretty nice. Our PSAs today and tomorrow are going to be quite happy, I am sure. So, very nice looking soil. But like I said, we're getting ready to till this up and get ready to use it for crop number 2. It is June 4th, 2024. So we're quite excited about to see what's coming up, what we have coming. Getting more crops in the ground. It was supposed to already be raining profusely by now, and we've had another dry day, and I don't see a rain cloud in the sky. So we'll see how it goes. And Steve, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I'm going down here and get the potatoes that are missed, because that's the way it's always with potatoes. I don't care how hard you look, there's more.
So we'll get right back at it. Follow us, subscribe for more content.
Tell them about our fertilizer for this, what we did.
Oh, we used Harmony fertilizer, which is our kind of go-to now for everything. We were using Espoma, but went ahead and stepped up to the professional Harmony. And so we use it on basically everything now. It's got a great level of nitrogen and phosphorus and everything that we need to grow stuff. I can't remember what the mix is of it, but it's Harmony and it's great. We love it. It has outperformed so far. We believe it has outperformed the Espoma that we were using. And then we top dressed it with potash. So both of those we happened to get. So yeah, I missed a few. It's okay. It's
no,
potatoes.
no, it ain't you. It's just you can keep digging in this and keep bringing out potatoes.
You can also
like
say
right here.
Yeah. You can say when you plant potatoes in one spot, you'll have potatoes there for the rest of your life, because quite honestly, we only planted red and purple, and so we have white. We also have some of our little bananas or French fingerlings that we planted last year that we did not plant this year, but they were here last year, so yeah, they came back. So wherever you're going to plant potatoes, just go ahead and assume you're probably going to have potatoes there for the rest of your life.
Now, Tiff, did you
Yes.
tell them that we're intercropping here? Did you talk about that with them?
I have not. So we obviously only have 6 acres, and on that 6 acres we have a lot of fruit trees. As you can see, the apple trees behind me, and over here,
2
all
rows,
over.
about 16 feet in between.
Yeah, and so literally we crop between our trees. Potatoes are going here. We've got asparagus over on the other side closer to the road, but we literally like put stuff where we can. So we just crop it.
You know, you want to think that the leaves of the trees shade everything out and it won't work. But you got to also figure when these potatoes go in the ground, there's no leaves on these apple trees. And then this time of year when we pull these out, the summer squash and especially peppers appreciate that little bit of shade, especially a bell pepper. So putting peppers down through here, but we can't do that every year because we rotate crops, and which this is the year we can put peppers in here. But putting peppers down through here, it just they appreciate that little bit of shade that they get. It helps keeping the bell peppers from sun blistering.
And actually, one of the best years we ever had with peppers was when we planted the sweet peppers down here. Yes. Like, it was an amazing
and
crop.
3 years ago, so we're rotating back in this year. This is getting used for peppers this year. That's another reason why this has to come out, is peppers and squash have to go into this stuff.
Yep. Because we have a lot of peppers we haven't planted yet.
Yep.
Lots.
This next roll over beside Tiffany will be peppers going in it. So the cabbage and stuff has to come out. We got to start with that today.
So hopefully my cabbage has done whatever job it is. We'll probably have some small heads. I'll be making sauerkraut, all kinds of stuff. I know, sauerkraut's so terrible. All that good bacteria and lactobacillus and all of those scientific names. Anyway, that shall be the end of that.
Anyway,
check out these.
It's time for a tea break.
That's a great idea, but look at those beautiful potatoes. Okay.
Almost a full bushel.
Yep.
We were really hoping for over a bushel, but
yeah, just didn't happen.
If we had given them 2 more weeks, we'd have been over a bushel.
But then we wanted those 2 weeks for pepper production. So
right, we need to get this turned and weed fabric down. We got to mow around all this. I got to get in here with the mower. I got to mow all this. I got to get the weed, get this tilled, get the weed fabric down. Well, Tiffany's got the weed fabric down.
Yeah, that's my job.
And then we got to get planting. Whether this is squash or whether this is peppers, this has to be planted. And then the next row over, we got to start working that, and I'll mow part of that and get it ready to plant so we can get one row down in it.
Okay, so make sure if you have not liked and subscribed to our channel that you do so you can see some more great content like we have had today. If you don't like it, then don't subscribe to our channel. But if you do, subscribe to it.
We are who we are, and while we are producing videos for entertainment, that is not our only thing. So we're trying to bring you real life, not doctored footage, not just showing you the good or just the bad. We're trying to show you what we do and why we do it and what work is involved and what the harvest is.
Yep.
So and we got a lot more potatoes to go this year, guys. We went a little overboard, so let's hope for a good year.
We went across our creek, so if you live in the area and you see the big plowed up area with some stuff coming up, most of that right now is potatoes. So we got a buttload of potatoes. So hopefully if you live in the area, you love potatoes. Now also, we probably, if we don't sell them all locally, we'll probably be shipping them on Etsy too,
yes,
right?
Yes, we will.
That's right.
We'll be shipping potatoes on Etsy. So you can find our Etsy store and find it there. We've already got green tomatoes listed. Now, a lot of this stuff is for future purchase, so it ships as it's available, somewhere between 1 and 10 weeks, sometimes between 1 day and 10 weeks.
Yeah.
We just listed pepper pods, which are further out in the future, some of them, but we are starting to harvest some cayennes, and jalapenos will be around the corner. Something Tiffany may not have mentioned on this, because we probably would have got a bigger harvest, but we never got down here and side dressed these potatoes. And you can get by with that on new potatoes, but if we had side dressed it, we probably would have got a little bit more.
And I mentioned that because, of course, we were looking for new potatoes. We knew this wasn't going to be permanent. So anyway, enough said. End of video. See y'all later.